Motivation is exhausting. Alignment, well, that is just effortless. You've spent your whole life being told to push, to grind, to hustle, to force your way into becoming something. But here's the truth nobody taught you. You are not here to fight your own soul. You've been conditioned to believe that greatness only comes from struggle, that success is born from pressure, that you have to earn your worth through exhaustion. But what if that's the biggest lie of all? What if you are already enough? Not when you achieve something, not when you fix something, not when you improve something. Enough. Here, enough. Now. Enough, as you are. You're not lazy. You're overloaded. Your nervous system has been shouting for space in a world that keeps getting louder. Your mind is tired. Your body is tired. Your soul is tired. Not because you're weak, but because you've been living out of alignment with yourself. The world is overstimulated, overconnected, overwhelmed. No wonder you feel drained. This isn't failure. This is sensitivity, the kind that can feel life in deeper colors and hear truth in softer tones. Force feels like tightness, resistance, pressure, self-doubt, pushing uphill, begging life to open a door that's not meant for you. Flow feels like softness, clarity, right timing, gentle knowing, energy returning, doors opening because you became someone who could walk through them. Force is noise, flow is whisper. Force is fear, flow is truth. Force is ego, flow is soul. You don't need to try harder. You need to listen deeper. Stop trying so hard to become something, and let yourself become aligned with what was always yours. You don't chase the sun, you move into the light. You don't chase your purpose, you grow into it. You don't chase what's meant for you, you meet it. Here's the secret. The moment you stop caring about chasing the outcome starts caring about finding you. When you stop begging the universe for approval, it starts sending you synchronicities. When you stop fighting the current carries you. When you stop trying to control everything begins to rearrange itself around your truth. Let go and watch it flow. Misalignment isn't punishment, it's information. A whisper that turns into a nudge that turns into a tug that becomes a full-body no when you keep ignoring yourself. Misalignment feels like draining conversations, constant second-guessing, the sense you're walking in shoes that don't belong to you. It feels like rushing everywhere but arriving nowhere. It feels like saying yes when your whole being was whispering no. But alignment feels like recognition. That moment when something inside you says, ah, there I am. That moment when what you're doing matches who you are becoming. Alignment isn't always loud. Often it comes as a quiet warmth in the chest, a softening behind the eyes, a gentle unclenching of the jaw, a subtle, this feels right. Alignment feels like coming home to yourself. Here's the part nobody teaches. Alignment isn't found out there. It's cultivated in here. So how do you realign? You pause, you breathe, you check in with yourself. Not the mask you wear, the real you. You ask, what part of me needs space? What part of me needs compassion? What part of me wants to speak? Realignment begins with honesty. It begins with choosing yourself even when you've spent a lifetime choosing everyone else. You realign by clearing a moment of silence, feeling your breath deepen, listening to your own heartbeat, honoring your body's signals instead of overriding them. You realign when you stop forcing and start listening. You realign when you stop performing and start being. You realign when you remember you're not here to prove your worth. You're here to express it. You will know you're slipping back into alignment when your energy stabilizes, your breath slows down, your thoughts soften, your inner critic quiets. You start choosing peace over urgency, intuition over obligation, truth over approval. You'll notice synchronicities again. The right people, the right timing, the right message appearing at the perfect moment. You'll feel less like you're chasing life and more like life is meeting you halfway. You'll start to glow a little, not on the outside, but from the center of your being. Alignment isn't a trend, it's a frequency, and when you rise into it, everything you're meant for can finally recognize you. Stay with me whilst I drop some truths. Carl Jung said, "What you resist, persists." But he also knew something deeper. When you align your inner world, your outer world bends. Your life doesn't change because you push harder. It changes because you become someone who doesn't need to. Alignment looks like resting when your body whispers, moving when your soul nudges, creating when inspiration sparks, pausing when something contracts, saying yes only to what feels like expansion. Alignment is not a destination. It's a relationship, a rhythm, a remembering. Trust the timing. Trust the pauses. Trust the slow days. Trust the quiet. Your soul knows when to unfold. Success flows when you do, not when you force, but when you surrender. When you stop fighting yourself, life stops fighting you. You have never failed. You have been misaligned. You do not need more motivation. You need more truth. You do not need more pressure. You need more presence. You do not need to push. You need to return to yourself, to your center, to your inner knowing. Here's the most powerful shift of all. When you align, you don't force. When you align, you don't chase. When you align, you rise. Not from strain, but from resonance. Not from effort, but from embodiment. Not from seeking, but from remembering who you are. So stop trying so hard. Stop fighting your own energy. Stop believing that worth must be earned through exhaustion. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not broken. You are aligning. And that is enough. If this opened something inside you, if it brought you peace or clarity or recognition, leave a comment where you're watching from. I love to know where my videos land. This has been Valkyrie. Thanks for stopping by. Until next time, we rise in alignment here, only on YouTube, Valkyrie 33.8.